Welcome back to my Spoilers channel. Today we will learn about the dramatic developments unfolding in the world of the bold and the beautiful, where relationships are being tested and ultimatums are changing the landscape of our beloved characters' lives. The Ridge-Carter confrontation. The tension between Ridge Forrester and Carter Walton has reached a boiling point, with Ridge preparing to deliver a decisive ultimatum that will send shockwaves through the Forrester empire. Following in Steffy's footsteps, Ridge believes he must take a firm stand to protect both the company and what he perceives as Carter's best interests. This confrontation isn't merely about business disagreements. It represents a fundamental clash of loyalties that has been brewing for months. Ridge's ultimatum will essentially force Carter to choose between his professional legacy at Forrester Creations and his personal relationship with Hope Logan. The gravity of this choice cannot be understated, as Carter has spent years building his reputation and position within the company, becoming almost like family to the Forresters. Now, that very family is asking him to sever ties with someone who has become increasingly important in his personal life. The psychological impact. For Carter, this ultimatum creates an impossible situation where any decision will result in significant loss. The psychological pressure is immense as he weighs years of professional loyalty against emerging personal happiness. The Forresters' conviction that Hope has somehow brainwashed Carter adds another layer of complexity, as they're not simply asking him to end a relationship but implying his judgment has been compromised. Brooke and Hope's distress. The ripple effects of Ridge's ultimatum extend beyond Carter, causing profound distress for both Brooke and Hope Logan. As mother and daughter, they find themselves once again positioned against the Forrester family in what feels like an endless cycle of conflict. Hope's emotional state is particularly fragile as she watches her relationship with Carter potentially crumble under external pressure. Her desperate pleas for Carter not to let the Forresters come between them reveal her genuine feelings and fear of losing someone she's grown to care for deeply. The irony isn't lost on viewers that Hope, who has always valued authenticity and honesty, now finds herself fighting against perceptions that she's somehow manipulated Carter. Brooke, ever protective of her daughter, must witness Hope's pain while navigating her own complicated relationship with Ridge. This creates a nearly impossible situation where her loyalty to her daughter conflicts with her feelings for Ridge, reopening old wounds about family allegiances and priorities. Steffy's revelation about Daphne. In a fascinating subplot developing at Forrester Creations, Steffy Forrester Finnegan makes a startling discovery about Daphne Rose's true feelings for Carter. What began as Steffy's strategic placement of Daphne to distract Carter from Hope has evolved into something far more complicated and potentially explosive. During what appears to be a casual conversation updating Daphne on recent events involving Hope and Carter, Steffy observes something in Daphne's reactions that reveals the truth. This isn't just a passing interest or a casual flirtation. Daphne has developed genuine, deep romantic feelings for Carter, transforming what was meant to be a simple business maneuver into an emotional minefield. The web of deception. This revelation creates a precarious situation for everyone involved. Carter remains completely unaware that his growing connection with Daphne originated from Steffy's manipulation rather than organic circumstances. Should this truth come to light, as secrets inevitably do in the world of soap operas, it could devastate multiple relationships simultaneously. For Daphne, the situation is particularly poignant. Her feelings are authentic, yet they blossomed from artificial circumstances. When Carter eventually discovers the truth, he'll likely question not only Steffy's ethics but also the foundation of Daphne's affection. Was she complicit in the scheme from the beginning, or did she genuinely develop feelings despite the manipulative origins of their introduction? Carter's impossible choice. At the heart of these interconnected dramas lies Carter Walton's impossible decision. The ultimatum presented by Ridge, echoing Steffy's earlier demands, forces Carter to evaluate what matters most in his life. His profound sense of guilt already weighs heavily on him, suggesting that regardless of his choice, emotional turmoil awaits. Carter's attempts to negotiate or advocate for Hope demonstrate his desire to find middle ground, but the Forresters appear unwilling to compromise. Their belief that Hope has somehow corrupted Carter's judgment creates a situation where they feel justified in their demands, viewing them as an intervention rather than an ultimatum. Professional versus personal identity. This conflict forces Carter to confront fundamental questions about his identity. Is he defined primarily by his professional role at Forrester Creations? Or is he willing to prioritize personal happiness even at significant professional cost? The decision represents a potential turning point in Carter's character development, potentially shifting him from a company man to someone willing to forge his own path. The Luna Will subplot. Meanwhile, at Il Giardino restaurant, another potentially troubling situation develops as Luna Nozawa continues what appears to be a calculated approach toward Will Spencer. Their interaction, marked by Luna's expressed desire to repay the Spencer family for their kindness, carries ominous undertones, particularly given the strange smile that accompanies her words. This development raises serious questions about Luna's true intentions. Is Will falling victim to the same manipulation that ensnared Bill Spencer? The parallel between father and son potentially being deceived by the same person creates dramatic irony that viewers can't help but notice. The Sheila Deacon connection. Lurking in the background of Luna's machinations are Sheila Carter Sharp and Deacon Sharp, whose roles in this unfolding drama remain ambiguous but potentially significant. Their connection to Luna's activities could reveal a larger conspiracy targeting the Spencer family, adding another layer of intrigue to an already complex narrative. As these storylines continue to develop and intersect, viewers can expect emotional confrontations, surprising alliances, and the inevitable fallout that comes when ultimatums force characters to reveal their true priorities. The coming episodes promise to test relationships, expose secrets, and potentially reshape the landscape of the bold and the beautiful in profound and lasting ways. Stay tuned to my Spoilers channel for more in-depth analysis and predictions as these compelling storylines continue to unfold.